This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Alright, we are live. Hello, hello. Good to see you all here. Happy Sunday to all of you. I don't really expect too many people coming in tonight. It is a holiday weekend, but I wanted to get this game out of the way. I apologize for being a little bit later than usual tonight. Was busy, had some stuff to do. Was busy yesterday for a bit. But we're here. We're going to go live for a bit. We're only going to play one game tonight. And we're playing the Seattle Seahawks versus the Washington Commanders. And I'm going to be the Seahawks tonight. So let's hurry up and get this game on the road. Happy to have you guys here. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this out, and subscribe. Let everybody know that we are live, we are well, and we are here. So I will be live again on Monday, possibly. I will be going live as well on Monday, and pretty much all week I'll be live as well. Yeah, if anything changes, I'll try to let you know. But the plan is being live all week.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Back to throw, Smith. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Amy Lisses, hello. Good to see you. Hugs to you. How you doing tonight?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
Get him. There we go.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Powell. And a loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now 2nd and 5. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Howell from the gun. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. And Howell will throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Board Old Fart, hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see everybody here tonight.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
There we go. Come on.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. I know it's getting late for some of you, but I appreciate you all for being here. How could you all?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
My weekend was busy. Had a good weekend.
They'll try for the first with Walker, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
It feels like I gotta throw it. Just get the first down. Just get the first down, N.O.R.A. Come on, we can do it.
When you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
We're there. Ooh, nice catch. Nice catch, buddy. Good job.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
How is everyone doing tonight? How was your day?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be
doing anything fun? This is the first time I've been on YouTube at all today.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
I know I had a video scheduled earlier, and I want to thank you all for being there watching that.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
Catch it. There we go. No. Alright, fine. Get that way. Get tired. Need more sleep. I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry.
You know they're going to throw it his way, and that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Here comes the 7th.
I promise this is only going to be one game tonight.
Here's Smith. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. A leap and he will make the catch.
But I appreciate you all for being here, all my lurkers. Appreciate you. Much love to you all. You guys are amazing. Appreciate every single one of you.
Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
In case you guys are wondering, I am Seattle tonight.
Only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Amy, if you check the Discord server, I tagged you on a video.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free
I did see like a trailer for Dead by Daylight.
Throwing is Smith.
No, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Yes, I did a video.
The former first-round pick getting in there to bring him down.
on this channel, not the Railroad channel.
You just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
I know that probably sounds wrong.
Taking the loss there on third down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers from the left hash.
But we're not going to talk about that type of stuff here.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan.
I just clipped it.
And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Nothing really was missed. The last time we met was Friday night, playing a great Minecraft stream. We're going to have to do that again soon.
First down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
I actually lost track of time playing that game. I was going to go say hi to Amy, and by the time I noticed, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and she was done streaming already.
But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect.
But I ended up watching the replay,
that one fell to the ground.
And it was a very nice stream.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that
I always
time.
enjoyed the Dead by Daylight streams.
That'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawks.
Hello, Megan. How you doing? Good seeing you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in.
They got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal,
how are you doing?
Not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. Up the middle they run.
Come on, get up there.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Dallas up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate.
But I'm doing good. Happy to have you guys here. Just kind of chilling, playing some football tonight.
And not allowing any lanes to open up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Gino now to throw.
Oh, look at that. Nice catch.
Inside the
Awesome.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
We always talk about the guy
That's
who
nice
keyed
from
off
Store.
the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Toss left side for Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
All right, so it's 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Come on.
Now Gino.
Nope.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, so we're in field goal range again.
This drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with
4th
it's
down.
All right.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Shouldn't be 6-7. I don't know. Just saying, folks.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is
forgive me, chat. I'm sorry.
And of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's hard to believe that we're almost done with May. Like, this whole month just flew away. Like, we're on our final week of May.
An incomplete
It's
pass
crazy.
leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All right, 3rd and 8. Come on.
Well,
Come on,
that's a good
dude.
start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Nice.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, Howell. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw, Howell. And Thomas has it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd.
All right, Megan, I really appreciate you for lurking on and off. You're the best.
Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up about moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Thank you for being here, and thank you all for being here.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume.
Appreciate you all for being here tonight.
It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
I'm in and out. I have 3 people streaming, listening to my family play a new kind of Uno. Wow. Well, I appreciate you for being here as well, Amy. Busy night for sure. I haven't played Uno in a long time.
Powell throwing on first down here. Quick slant, Dotson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And once more, Howe back to the air.
Come on, get him.
Quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir.
I love Uno.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense.
It's a lot of fun for sure.
If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with.
It's been forever since I last played it.
Tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia.
Memory was also my favorite as well.
Erase this deficit.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover.
Probably that's probably why I have such a good memory of things.
On 2nd and 10, Smith.
Nice. Nice. Nice catch.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left.
Not the greatest, but hey.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver.
All right, come on, N.O.R.A. You got this. 2nd down, 3rd and 1. I don't know. I can't talk.
Play action. Here's Smith.
There we go. Nice.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Got any 5s? Nope. Go fish.
Quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations.
Do I still get that command?
Build that trust.
I used to have a command.
Find him in this type of a situation.
Nope.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Competition is fun.
Throwing now is Gino.
I guess I'm very competitive when I play this game.
This is
I don't know if you guys notice or not.
Played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
To the air again, Smith. Going for Metcalf.
There we go. Nice. Nice.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Boom.
DK Metcalf. 48 yards. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's a lot of fun, Megan.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead.
It's a lot of fun for sure.
Defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself.
So for a stream snack tonight, I got goldfish, and I did have a Snickers candy bar.
He goes down. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Able to avoid him. And now spinning away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
I know, I snack a lot.
The Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by
Oh, are you
Samuel.
kidding me? Come on, dude. Tackle.
This across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Powell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Nice.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
It's
clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Smith. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 32 that time.
Just for you, chat. A one-handed catch, just for you guys.
Unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf.
All the way home.
Ball. Touchdown,
Boom.
Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving.
I know Amy is rooting for the Commanders. Right, Amy?
When you're at a certain point, well, let's face
Or
it,
did you say the Seahawks is your favorite team? I forgot. I forgot. I apologize.
He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Did he keep those feet in bounds?
He's in.
That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
So is, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Quick throw there is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense.
I think I misspelled Seattle wrong.
That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
No.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third and 2, here's Howell. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
If you guys want me to go live earlier tomorrow, I can do that. I don't know what everybody's doing for Memorial Day. Monday is just a normal day for me. You know,
Try and regain some confidence.
if you want me to go live, you know, let me know.
That certainly helped.
Or if you just want me to go live at 10 o'clock my usual time, I can do that as well. It's up to you guys, you know. I don't have a problem. Or I can do an early stream and then I could stream it again as well. But that'll probably be too much. I don't know. I'm just thinking. It's a Monday. So a lot of people will be going back to work on Tuesday. Some of you guys have a 3-day weekend. Unfortunately for me, I just have a 1-day. But regardless, I still had a great weekend regardless of everything going on. I had a great weekend.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawks.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that.
This is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing?
I always appreciate you for being here, Bob.
Guys have to make a lot of tackles.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And going right back to Walker. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job.
But like I said, I don't really expect a whole lot of people here tonight, which is okay.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, come on, dude.
Well, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Oh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot
It's the wrong guy.
they turn it over.
Rip.
Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Washington will have
Oh,
another
well.
turnover on
That's
downs.
right.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 37. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now a 2nd and 6. Now they go play action with Howell. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Robinson up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 7. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. A gain there of 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
First down, Howell to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That's out wide here for Robinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. No, they
yeah, I know. That was my fault.
Backwards a bit.
It's all right. My fault. I'm sorry.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw, Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
Yeah, if you catch the ball.
2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker.
There we go.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that
I should just kneel the ball and be done with it.
Never gave up.
Go into halftime.
And broke the play up.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Of course, they have to take a timeout. Seriously?
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once.
All right, that's right.
On 4th down?
It don't matter anyways.
Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Well, the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And Walker once more. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Smith. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll go play action. Howell taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Slide for the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on second down. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Walker with another carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A give for Walker running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Smith now to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th. Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
No, Tatum. Hello, hello. Good to see you. How you doing?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him.
Thank you for always being here, saying hello every time. I hope you're doing well. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you know that.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
All right.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you
There we go. Nice.
Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
It's never
I'm so glad I challenged that play because I don't know. That was great. Awesome. Go for 2. Oh yeah, we're going for 2 all right. Why not?
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on
Why not?
pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to
Make it in there. Make it in there. There we go. Beautiful.
To gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Gibson here running out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing here, Howell. Over the middle, it's Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 11. And Howell will throw it. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah,
hello, the Redneck Connection. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Appreciate the quick hello and a thumbs up.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Very cute. How you doing, sir? Hope all is well.
Al now to throw it. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
Hello, Adam. Good to see you.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I am playing Seattle tonight.
They might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it.
Good to see everybody here. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Hopefully everybody had a great weekend.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Or is having a great weekend.
Down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Come on, get that 1st down.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game.
Really
If they keep making
sad.
plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was busy earlier.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
I wasn't even at home, honestly.
Now Gino.
In fact, I got home late and then fired up the stream.
Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates.
Catch that ball. Come on, dude.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision.
All right, board all apart. You have a good night. Thank you for being here.
On downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On the give, here's Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, Ken, you have a good night, sir. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Throw on 2nd down. That one is slant to McLaurin.
I'll try to catch you next week for sure.
First and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Howell. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Sly on for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Hey Lemon, good to see you. How you doing?
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that flag accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I'm doing good. Trying not to lose this game.
Series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Running right, here's Walker. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on
How you doing? Do you have a good weekend, hopefully?
FedEx Field. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Gino on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right.
It certainly feels
Let's
like
go.
there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And
My weekend was busy. Just another weekend for me, you know, nothing special. Oh, come on, that would have been a catch.
And some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Goldfish Office, hello, hello. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Gino now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for?
It should be.
Here?
It should be.
You just
Come
need
on,
any part
they're
of
in.
the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Wow. All right.
of tired bodies on that
We should have made it.
But this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run.
Okay,
Walker.
we're in.
And this time
Awesome.
he is in.
Yes.
Awesome sauce.
Kenneth Walker. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough
How you doing,
battle.
Goldfish?
They've been out there for
How are
a
you
long
doing?
time. But this
How was
was
your
a
day?
question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
It's absolutely warm out right now. Not too bad, honestly.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Samuel in motion. 2nd down. Howell now.
There we go. There we go.
Boye Mafe, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Welcome, welcome. Good to see you.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Muscles him off. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
Right, first down. Nope. All right, fine.
It'll be a pickup
Get that way.
10 yards. And it'll be
Just gonna go ahead and run the clock down. Why not?
To the right side.
Get that first down. First and 10. Good.
Well, it is our
Come
business
on.
to analyze
Let's
what
go.
we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
No.
And the Washington pressure gets to him.
Gosh darn it.
Go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
That's right.
It's been
That's right.
a bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the
Catch
feast
it.
or famine.
There we go.
He's
Nice.
played well in between being dumped
Right.
on his back.
First
Every
and
time he's had
10.
a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
A real letdown
He went to bed.
defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down.
Surprisingly.
It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I think I put him to sleep.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good
I tend to do that sometimes, you know.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
I just have that sweet, calming voice, and you know.
Now Smith. Looking end zone, but it's
Would have been a nice
incomplete.
catch.
Fair to say the second
It is awfully late.
whichever side you're on hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
From the gun, it's
I went live a little bit later tonight,
and he'll get
unusually.
this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup.
Well, I
there,
appreciate
and it'll
you
be
being
second
here.
down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's
Appreciate
drying up a little
everybody
bit here.
being here.
Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Nice.
DK Metcalf. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
The extra point now coming from Myers. the lead is up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
I know I'm not very funny.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the
I understand. I appreciate you for being here. I'm sorry you're having a bad day.
I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
I hope tomorrow will be a better day for you.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Howell.
There we go. Nice.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
To the 27-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Once again, it's Dallas.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
All right, Lemon, you have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. Good seeing you as always.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Yeah, this pass broken up.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search
2 more minutes.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
What are you throwing, dude? Come on.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry up. Off play action. It's Howell. To the sideline and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at
Ball
their
game.
32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try for the first with Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's right.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they will take a knee here.
Ball game.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
Alright folks, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate you for all being here. I know it was late. I wasn't really expecting to go live this late, but thank y'all for being here. We're going to go ahead and call this stream, but before Shade is live, so we're going to go ahead and raid him. I'm going to send a link. We're going to do a hashtag N.O.R.A raid, and I will be back tomorrow. Thank y'all for being here. Much love to you all. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your day on Monday, and we'll do this again same time, same place. Take care everyone. Much love.